Hey there, guys. You're watching episode 7 of Keeping It Real with Team Awesome Season 2. And I would like to call this a continuation of episode 4. Back in April, I was talking about sexual harassment, sexual abuse, and sexual assault. So this episode will be focusing on domestic violence, rape, sex trafficking, and one last thing I left out in the previous video, child molestation. So recently in Hollywood, Ellen DeGeneres, she recently spoke about experiencing child molestation when she was a child. I believe around the age of 15, her stepfather, I guess, touched her inappropriately or did something sexually related to her at that time. And I know in the past she did speak about it, but she never really went into full detail. And she just recently opened up about it again, which is good because many people are not really bold to come in front of everybody and speak about whatever it is that they may go through in that sense. So I just want to talk about child molestation and how something like that can impact a person in the long run. Like I mentioned in episode 4 with sexual abuse and sexual assault, people need to speak up about their problems. I understand that it's easier said than done, and a lot of people are not bold to come forward and express their problems to the next person because what they experienced back then can traumatize them and affect them in their social skills, their psyche, their mental health state. And I actually know some people that may have experienced that, and it's really tough to talk about because one, no adult should be putting their hands on a child in a sexual way, and two, find somebody your own age. Like seriously, are you really that ugly, desperate, or curious to go and put yourself out there and harm a child? That's child abuse. We heard stories of people saying that when I was a kid, somebody, particularly it's usually a family member, an uncle, a cousin, an older brother that also leads to incest, undresses somebody, dubs it as playing. Some people would say, oh, let's play doctor. I need to check on you. I need to see what's going on with your body to see if it's okay or not. And they would ask the child, particularly it's usually a girl, to undress themselves, and it's not one day that they're doing it. They're doing it over and over and over again until it's continuously to the point where eventually they are going to get caught. But by then it's a little bit too late. The only reason why I say it's too late is because the child has kept quiet about it for so long that by the time they reach teen years and adult years, that traumatizes them to the point where A, they don't want to have sex because they think sex is gross and disgusting. B, they're afraid to have sex because say if they are even in a good relationship with the person, they don't know what to do with that person because they are living in that traumatized fear, feeling disgusted, afraid that this person may do something to them. And for all you know, they may not even do anything to them, but that trauma stays with you for the rest of your life. And we have people that have shared stories, survivors, saying that they experienced child abuse at the age of 10, 9, 5, yes, even as 5, or even an infant. I seen a long time ago on I'm not sure if it was YouTube or obviously it wasn't YouTube because YouTube wouldn't display something like that. But it was somewhere on the internet where a kid had a male genitalia in their mouth. How sick can you be to even come to that thought and do something that devastating to a child. It upsets me because a child can't even defend themselves, especially when they're a child that doesn't know how to talk, can't express themselves other than the fact that they're crying out for help. And it's happening to them by a person that they would trust, that they would hope protect them. Anyway, sexual abuse, sexual relationships that deal with assault. Rape is not a form of sex, it's actually action and control. It's forcing somebody to do something that they have no business doing or that they don't want to do. I know I'm going all over the place with these things, but it all ties in together because I wanted to express this topic because it's happening as we speak, and it's continuously happening, and it's sad to know people that experience it. It's upsetting to know people that don't want to even talk about it because they're afraid to speak about it. But I do have a suggestion for most of you guys that are probably watching this right now that may know somebody or have experienced it yourself. Here's a phone number that you guys should contact: 1-800-656-4673. That's 1-800-656-4673. That's basically the National Sexual Hotline. If you feel that you do not want to speak about this publicly to a person, like a close friend or a family, maybe you could speak to a third party and the information is confidential, your identity will be concealed, but you can use these resources to help you speak out. We're living in this Me Too movement. We're living in this I ask or I consent type movement. Don't be afraid to speak out about your problems when it comes to sexual abuse. And if you have dealt with sexual assault at a young age, child molestation, I hope karma comes to the person's way because nobody escapes karma. Take this one girl, for example, who was abused when they were a child. You want to know what happened to the guy that was abusing them? They ended up with cancer. I think they had prostate cancer. Cancer down there in the nutsack. So yeah, that could happen. You never know what will go down with the next person when they think they're getting away with sexual abuse and sexual assault, child molestation, and things of that nature. Anyway, I know I've been rambling, going all over the place with this, but the focus is on sexual assault, child molestation. Here's our ways to cope with that type of experience and trauma. How to cope with this problem? Well, for one, speak out. Don't keep it to yourself. Find somebody close enough that you trust. Know that it's not your fault. Know that hopefully, God willing, this doesn't happen to you ever again. And know that you are not alone. Know that you're not alone, because there's thousands of people out there that are experiencing what you may have gone through. So don't feel like that you are going through this by yourself. Okay, that's all the time I have. Thank you for watching this video, and please be sure to subscribe to me if you are watching this on YouTube, and give me a thumbs up. And if you are following me on IG, that's at TeamAwesome418. Thanks for watching it on IGTV. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your time wherever you are, and continue to watch my previous videos where I talk about some heavy topics. And thank you for the comments, the likes, and sharing your stories, because I do read them. I appreciate all the support, and we'll talk soon. Give me another topic to discuss, and I'll get on it as soon as possible.